gets our second goal of this game to seal us a huge win here.
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Tromso, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up. Not just yet are we going to be playing in some European football, but we've got two games coming up in the league. We're going away to Fredrikstad in the first game. I believe they are a newly promoted team, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go and take a look. Yeah, they are a newly promoted team, doing quite well for themselves in their first season back up here in the first division. Then after that we're going to be playing Bodo Glimt at home, another derby day. This league is so small that you could probably expect with the the cycle of games that we will just play these big oppositions very often. But I guess it's kind of good, we get to see how we improve season on season every time we play them to see if we have improved. And yeah, it's good to get play some good opposition and make for the most kind of entertaining games, even if they sometimes don't come out with the results that we want. If we go and take a look at the schedule and how we've done so far in this season off the back of that opening date loss, very disappointing that was the result. But we have bounced back 7 points from our next 9 games. It took a few games to get back up to 4 points, but we managed to in the end until a 4-1 loss against Molde at home. Very disappointing. We've really not been up to the level of what we were last year, and we need to kind of switch on a little bit, turn it up a little bit more, and ultimately turn up for these games. And today we're going to have a chance to do that in these two games against Fredrikstad and also against Bodo Glimt, where if we pick up 6 points we would have put ourselves in a much better position than we are at the moment. I mean, it's basically Lillestrøm 15, Molde 15 after 5, and then after below them is just literally everyone else in the league. We're literally 1 point off third place, going back up into those European spots. So we're not in an awful position, but we really need to start playing better, especially when those Conference League games come up, which should be I think we should be in the next episode if we go and or it'll either be in the next episode or the episode after guaranteed. But we'll just have to go and see when that does come up. We've got these two games coming up today, very important to go out and put a good performance. Let's go and play this first game of today against Fredrikstad. So the team for this game in this game against Fredrikstad starts with Hårgaard in goal. We've got a backline of Jorgensen in today for his first start of the season. Hansen, Norby and Sjogvist. We've got Dahl, Enersen, Norheim in the midfield. Erline on the left. De Laveris is out on the right today, and a rear guarder up top. Kick off here in this game against Fredrikstad. It's going to be an important game to kind of bounce back. These are the games we really need to take a grasp of. When we've been having poor games, a kind of a poor start in comparison to our standards, then we really need to kind of improve. And especially thinking about those European games we're going to play, we have to play much better than we are at the moment. A rear guarder there at the back post, and he has got his first goal of the season when does it like it's going to be disallowed. Very unfortunate if it is disallowed. I mean, it didn't look like he was straight offside. He looked like he just beat his man from an onside position. Are the arms going to go in the air? It does not look like it. The goal has been disallowed for a rear guarder there. So frustrating. That's probably why we've not been able to play too well early on in this season, because he's not really turned up for us as much as I'd have expected him to. I think definitely, I mean, it is still very early in the season, but I think there's got to be a few signings in the summer. Well, not the summer for everyone else, but for us, it's kind of still midway through the season. Our next transfer window, let's put it that way. I think there's definitely got to be a few signings. It's been tough, as I said. There's no denying that, but we really have to go and find the people now who we need. No excuses, and bring them in and just see where we've gone wrong and hope to improve them, because there's been changes. The midfield has stayed the same. Our right winger has left, our strikers left, two centre backs have changed, and who we can play there. Dahl there gets our second goal of this game, and are we back to winning ways finally here against Fredrikstad? It's a great goal to make it 2-0. Oh no, it isn't 2-0. It's still 1-0 because of that disallowed because of that disallowed goal. But as I was saying, we've changed the back line a lot. We've had to bring in a new left back, new centre backs basically. When we're not fully fit, it's changing, and maybe it's not as secure with that depth as we would like it to be. For a team who's going to be playing in European qualifiers, representing Norway is maybe not to the standard that we want it to, but I think that is something that maybe will come with time. With time, we need to let these boys still settle in because there has been great changes to the club. I've been willing to let players go and in the interest of bringing better players in, and maybe it's not looked like that so far, but we just have to give them time. And here is one of the new boys, Delivers into Ennison, and he's just put his shot wide of the post. I mean, if we go and take a look at the tablet, half time, we'll go after half time and take a look at the tablet. You can take a look at what's changed. So we've got Hårgaard in goal is the same. Hansen on the left, who was here last year. You've got Norby, who he's been okay. We've got Jorgensen, who's had to go out wide. He's one of the young players. He's come in for our typical left back there. We've got Sjogvist on the right, who was here last year. Dahl, Ennison, Norheim, Erline were all here. Delavris was not, and Aria Garden was, but he wasn't really having the role he wants to. We'll go and pause because we need to make some changes. But 1, 2, 3, kind of 4 as well. 4 positions have changed, and it's been hard settling. And the bench is completely different as well. The only player who stayed from last year really is Francis Can, and he's been okay, but the new bench options really have to kind of settle in and just give us that added security that we know when they're going to come on, they're going to be okay for us and play well. And I think it'll all come with time. It's still very early in the season, and we're bound to have a rough spell at some point. We haven't really had it. I guess you could say we had 4 losses in a row, if you count the 3 at the end of last season and then the one at the start of this year across 2 seasons. But if that's the worst spell we get, then I'm not really complaining, because at the end of the day, with 3 losses at the end of the season, we still managed to qualify for European football. It's all written in the stars that we fell at the last hurdle when trying to qualify for the Europa League, but when it came to down to it, we actually qualified for the competition that we wanted to in those qualifiers for the Conference League. And the qualifiers are going to be huge, because if we do actually qualify, we're going to be playing in the Conference League. Like, I'm speaking a lot about the fact that we have to play those qualifiers, but if we genuinely do qualify, which I'm not sure if we will, but if we do, we're going to be playing 8 to 10 games, more than that if we make the knockouts, in the Conference League, which is going to be just so good. All the away days, all the trips up to Tromso that teams will have to take, it's going to make out for a really good time when that does happen. It will happen, just don't know if it will be this season. Hopefully we can make some convincing signings before we go into that Conference League, those games, and yeah, we can, even though it's been a rough start so far, there's still that potential to keep on improving. We need to let everyone settle in. Any issues that are floating about, I've got rid of now. So possibly that was the reason why we've not been up to the standard of last year, but I think it's okay. I think we're all right for now. We just need to calm down. The league is in a bit of a mess as well. I mean, if you take a look at the top 6 right now, there might be a chance for another goal here. As Ennison goes out wide with a lovely ball to Erland. There he goes to Norheim, and it's Jorgensen now, the young left back there. He plays the ball into the middle. It's Ennison on the end of it, and he gets our 2nd goal of this game to seal us a huge win here in this game. 2-0 it is, finally, just as I was saying when it was the first goal of our game. But I was saying it was 2-0 because I thought with that Rearguard goal had stood, even though it's only 2-0, it has been a good display of football, and ultimately we can be very happy with that. And just finally, we'll go and take a look at the table, the top 6. It's just these 2 teams who won all their games, Molde and Lillestrøm, the 2 who finished 1st and 2nd at the end of last season's Delavris there. Gets his 1st goal of the game, and this day is only his 1st goal of his time here at Tromso, I should say, not of the day. That will definitely help him in settling in here in Tromso, because as I said, we need them to all settle in, and that goal is definitely going to help him as one of the new players here. So it's Molde, Lillestrøm, and then you've got Bodo, Glimt, Tromso, so them top 4, but then Sarpsborg here, Viking are here, and then the 2 new promoted teams, I believe, in Kristiansund and Fredrikstad, who were playing today. They were top. Well, I mean, Fredrikstad were top 5 coming into this game before we managed to beat them in their own stadium, unless there's a few late goals from here. It doesn't look like it will be. And then Brann as as well have dropped down. They were in the relegation zone before they got a few wins. Crazy, crazy league table. That has been a crazy game, but the full-time whistle goes and we have picked up a huge 3 points. So the team for this game, Derby Day here in the Tromsø arena, it starts with Hågard in goal. We've got a back line of him, Hansen, Norbein, Stogvist. We've got Dahl, Enerson and Norheim in the midfield. We've got Erline on the left, De Lavris on the right and a rear guarder up top. Kick off here in this huge game against Bodo Glimt, the chance to just kind of, get one against them. They did the double against us last year, I'm pretty sure, and we really want to go out and just have a better day against them, really. At home, we should really take advantage of that, and Erline there has the opening shot of this game, but he just puts it wide off that far left corner, so close to getting an opening goal here, but we are going to still have another chance as him. He's going to play this ball into the middle. It falls to Dahl now. Dahl goes back to Erline on the edge of the area. He has the shot again. He's at the crossbar. A rear guarder with the rebound. He's at the post. Oh, how has a rear guarder hit the post from an open goal? I think he's having a bit of a, I don't know, it's a bit of his confidence in it. How has he hit the post from there with an open goal? He needs to, he's having a bit of an issue with his confidence at the moment, clearly, because if he can't put them away, that's what it mainly is in strikers, when they aren't striking. Genuinely is just a lot of it's ability, but a lot of it is confidence. Why do you think strikers go on goal droughts and stuff like that? That is quite unfortunate that he's not put that chance away. Maybe the best chance we'll get all game against a good Bodo Glimt team, or maybe not, because I think we've got a good chance in this game. We've had a good win there last time out, and at home we should really take advantage of this, and we're really hitting them on the counter here. De Lavris can square this ball. Back post, Erlan is there. He doesn't manage to win his header, but it'll only fall as far as him here. I think he's playing from left back. It's Hansen now who will go to him most likely down this left side. Where will he go now? He's just taking his time on the ball, trying to find where he does want to go. He goes back to Hågard at 199 centimeters, by the way. He's quite tall, that boy, in goal. Norheim now plays the ball through to a rear guarder. He's done both of them, both the defenders. The goalkeeper's come out and he's put it wide again. Oh, no. That's so... I'm not even annoyed because he's actually done really well to beat his defenders, but that is so annoying for him that he's not been able to put that away. Oh, wow, he just needs to get a goal, doesn't he? He really needs to get a goal, and what a game it would be for him to get a goal, especially in this one. There's no other game you want to get a goal win then against your rivals in Bodo Glimt, and hopefully we can get that result. We have started well here, and I do believe it's good to get. We need to improve against these big teams like Bodo Glimt, the real front runners of Norwegian football, and our rivals, if we want to show what we're all about. But they have got a goal here inside 20 minutes. That is a poor goal to concede, really. It's really against the run of play, but we've just been caught out at the back, and it's not good from us at all. It is 1-0 here to Bodo Glimt, and will those missed rear guarder chances come back to haunt us here in this game? We sit in 6th place off the back of that goal going in, and the gap at the top of the table for those spots starts to form. We don't want to miss out on Conference League football once again this season. We really have to go on and get that top 4. We cannot drop off from the levels we put in last year, and it's going to be a lot of work to go and do that. But these are the games which define if we can or not. We did it. We managed to without wins in these types of games, but if we can get wins in them, why would we not go and take them, especially at home? We don't want to have 3 losses at home already this early in the season. Norheim into Erline, and that is the goal to tie it up in this Derby Day game here. We are still on to get the result that we want from this game. It's Erline who's been very, very involved here. He's already had 2 shots himself alongside a rear guarder, and he finally, on the 3rd try, gets his goal in this game. And now we want I don't know why I've just praised them, they're going to be fuming, but we want a rear guarder to try and find a goal as well on his 3rd try, lucky to make it 2-1 in this game, and put us back into pole position to take away the 3 points from this game. 3 losses at home this in seven games into the season. That is unthinkable for me. I don't think that well, it looks like it's going to happen if we do not find the goals in this game. That's something unthinkable for me as a manager. Losing at home, it is quite an embarrassment, really. But 3 games in our first 7 to lose at home, that can't happen. We can't let that happen. We need to find points in this game because it would be very disappointing to go away from our home stadium. 3 losses already at home. There's been many seasons actually where I've not even had three losses at home over the whole course of the season. So we have to get the result in this game. Our defending has been poor really. We've had the ball, we've had the chances, but we're just letting in easy goals, especially on these set pieces as well. It's not been it's not been good at all while we've defended. They've not really created very good chances, and it's just been easy for them to get in this game. Horgard, what a save that is from him to keep us alive here through to a rear guarder, but nothing comes from that. Are we going to find a goal in the last 30 minutes of this game to tie it back up and go on to try and find the winner, or are Bodo and Glimt gonna steal the 3 points and ruin our day out here at the Tromsø Arena in our own stadium? Are they gonna take all 3 points in a game where we really should have been 2 or 3 goals up to finish with this result? Would be very, very disappointing, but there might be still a few chances left for us here as Norheim plays the rear guarder through. He's not able to beat his man just yet, or maybe he is. He could go out wide. He goes to Stjogvist from right back out to Delavris now on this right side, back to Stjogvist now. Where can he go? Natural winger playing at right back for us. He goes back to Norby at the centre back there. He could go across to Hansen there. Where can he go? He goes out wide, but it is just one back from the Bodo Glimt players. It's simple stuff, simple passing, and we're not able to get that right. How is the tactic ever going to work if we do play like this all the way through? And that is just poor in the end from us really. Such a bad performance at home against the rivals, and we just can't live up to it. Few things need to change before we get into those European qualifiers, or else we're not going to have a fun time against whoever we play. 3-1 the score here in this game. 7th place is where we sit, and we've got a lot of work to do if we want to try and bounce back, go back up into them spots where we know we can get to, and where we ultimately want to get to, back up to 4th place or higher. Nearly touching the title at some points last season, and now we have dropped off a little bit in our opening 7 games here in the league. A lot of work to be done. Maybe the signing's not been as convincing as they could have been really, with maybe some players who we really had to have brought in. I mean, we brought in a replacement right winger, left back. We didn't bring in a new striker, but we know how capable a rear guarder was, but it's just not been good enough at all in the early stages of this season. Maybe it's the bench players as well, who've not been too good. That's probably what it is. We need some better depth off the bench. All these things got to be addressed early on in the season, get them dealt with early, but around that kind of June, July period, it's going to be very important when we have those Conference League games, and also to spend that money. To be fair, I wouldn't put any guarantees that I do spend it, because I'm not very impressed about it, clearly, as you've seen here, but we'll just have to hope we can get some good deals and make some good deals with that money that we have, as the score is 4-1 here. The second 4-1 loss at home we had a 4-1 loss at home against Molde, and now against Bodo Glimt. Not how we should be playing at all. Very, very disappointing, and let's just hope we can bounce back for the rest of the season here. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.